Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Suikoden 2 walkthrough. Alright, so we are, as usual, starting off in the castle. And then it looks like here Kaiba heads up to speak with Shu. Excuse me. I'm listening. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the plan is to have Kaiba attack the fort in order to pull Highland troops away. Okay. Okay, so Kaiba even saying that he's going to be able to do this with only the troops that he brought with him from Highland. Now, there's a bit of foreshadowing there, saying, you know, when he says, "Take care of my son." All right, let's fight. Let's do it. Assemble the army. Boy, yeah, this looks... It's kind of crazy with everybody here. Well, I'm sure this isn't actually everybody, but there's a lot of people here. I'm kind of curious, actually, if some of the if the crowd here is chosen randomly among the characters that we've recruited. I'm not sure though. This might be. I mean, I only say that because there are optional characters here, like people that we wouldn't necessarily always, or like you're not required to recruit them. Gadget comes to mind there. If you notice, Gadget's in the bottom right hand corner, but Meg isn't. So makes me kind of wonder if this is kind of randomly generated among the characters that we've got. Yeah, so I assume here that the characters that actually speak, though, are the ones that are required to be with you. Chaco, for instance. Bolgan, Ellie. Alright, everyone loan me your strength. Boy, I just realized. So right now, if you want to get the good ending, you absolutely have to have recruited all 108 Stars of Destiny before this scene takes place. Reason being, obviously, Leknat here appears and breaks the seal on the Bright Shield rune. Again, if this doesn't happen right here, well, then you've missed somebody, and you're not going to be able to get the best ending. So again, keep that in mind. Okay. Wake up. Excuse me. Alright, so Kaiba's getting ready to take off, it sounds like. Okay. Moving out. All right. Alright, so what's the plan here? Oh, that's right. Okay, so unfortunately, and here's kind of the bad news, we are going to lose Nanami here soon, so, if you've been using her, make sure that you unequip her runes for sure. Now, it's actually apparently important, though, to still keep her defense stat up, at least from what I've read. So, make sure you're doing that. Oh, a down rune. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll grab that just because why not? I guess we'll toss that on somebody else. No sense in leaving it in my inventory. Okay. Alright, well, that's taken care of. Okay, so again, for equipment though, I think you want to keep Nanami's defense stat over. I've read over 180. I actually can't confirm that because I've never messed around with it, but that's I guess just what I'm gonna do this time around. All right, we got Karen. Let's see who else we're gonna take with. Sierra. Guessing Alon. Wow, you know what? I'm wondering here if I'm gonna go grab McDole again. Probably. It looks like I'm leaving that spot open, I'm guessing, for him, so I'll probably go run and grab him. Yeah, and it looks like I'm gonna do that off camera here because I've got a cut in my video. Alrighty. Oh, I was gonna say making the telltale trip over to Vicky, but it looks like I've passed her up, so. So yeah, so I'm not actually sure what we're gonna do then. I guess I just went for the save point. Okay. Alright. First we'll go through Green Hill. Oh, yeah, so I had a little cut in my video back there, so I'm kind of thinking that I might have grabbed McDull. So we'll see. We'll see if that actually happened or not. But all right. So right now I'm going to redo some of my units here. We'll see how this actually ends up playing out. I'm a little curious as to what I decided to do and who I decided to move around. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Ridley's unit could use cavalry in it, but I don't know if I ended up. Excuse me. I don't know if I ended up doing that or not. Looks like Max starts out with cavalry. Jorg starts out with critical. Pez is cavalry. Gijimu has melee, as well as low end. So I think those units are better for like your front line units that are actually going to be like, I should say, they're better for your melee units because I don't think those abilities can activate on like Flick's unit because he's an archer. Mazus has that fire ability, which, yeah, I don't really know who else to put with him. Probably somebody that just has probably like someone with a good attack stat, because I honestly actually think that I should have changed how I did these units by quite a bit. So like Teresa, I don't think giving her the critical ability did me any good. I think that stacking the critical ability would have been a better move. So like putting Ridley with like Shu, for instance, would have been smarter. And then just loading up like my mages with like just better attack characters, and then maybe like my front line just loading them up with more defensive oriented characters. I think that would have been probably a little bit smarter, you know, and just kind of stacking stats as opposed to splitting them off and just trying to go, you know, middle of the road on both. I just don't think that was the best way to do things. Now, to be honest here, I don't know. This might be kind of a decent battle. And I mean decent in that I think we're actually going to be able to fight for a while here, as opposed to most of the other battles that were just kind of lame. So if you notice here, this unit is set up almost totally as bad as you can possibly get. Lo Wen needs to be on the front lines. I think Annalie needs to be surrounded, like whatever unit you put her with, she needs to be surrounded by other units. Actually putting her in the same group as probably like the heroes unit may have been smarter. Maybe. I guess, but just, you know, keeping other units surrounding her is the way to go. Reason being, she's got that encourage ability, which lets you just act again. So basically what you do is you surround her with your other units, and then, you know, they all take their turns first, you know, attacking or doing whatever it is that you want them to do. And then you use her encourage ability, and then all those units that had already attacked get to attack again. So I think that's the way to go, to be completely honest. All right. Anyways, so actually, we'll actually get to see, you know, the use of encourage here, but again, at the end of the day, I did just fine here, but you know, I really could have optimized, I guess, a lot better, which you know, again, I wish I would have done, because these battles kind of they're kind of fun, you know. So yeah, so here's going to be an example of that encourage ability. So there you have it. You know, Victor's unit had already acted, so now he gets to go again. And then on top of that, you know, if I wanted to, I could just, oh, I don't know, this is not a good use of the fighter spirit, to be completely honest. And I actually wonder if the fighter spear is affected by the attack stat. I don't know if that's something, or if that's the case or not. But if that is true, or if it is affected by that attack stat, I really should have, you know, put him with somebody else that's just got a much better attack stat. But unfortunately, I didn't. So. Well, unfortunately or not, I guess it it completely depends on whether or not it goes off of that attack stat. But okay. Oh, Max, look at this. This guy basically is just hauling around Han, which is okay. For that heal ability, I think that's okay. But to be honest, I probably should have put Han with somebody else without, probably without cavalry, because Han just doesn't need to, move around or have that. Doesn't need to have good movement. So there's another example of, probably something that I could have done to do things a little bit better. This fire magic spell is actually, if you notice there, it's huge. But because I had moved my characters into kind of poor spots, I didn't want to hurt them, and so I didn't really get to utilize it all that well. Ada here has Forest Walk, so if you notice, she's actually able to move a ton. I think so. Templeton is with her too, which I thought that gave extra movement as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay. Luck not getting anything going there, but that's okay. Okay, what is this? The bombard ability? Yeah. Unfortunately, Teresa never really seems to do anything with bombard. I don't know, that seems to be the theme for her. That might be because her attack stat is so low. So again, probably another one of those instances where had I, set up my groups a little bit differently, and maybe it would have been more effective, but it just didn't end up really being the case. So, okay. Oh, Hauser's unit is a archer unit, huh? Oh, no, my bad. That was us getting attacked. I was like, wait, what? Matilda Knights. Look at all those guys all nice and lined up for fire spears. We'll see if I'm able to let any fire spears loose. Oh, Gilbert's in the horrible spot. Yeah, this was actually, I could have done this better too, if you noticed. If I would have moved that character, whoever's on the far left there, if I would have moved him like over and up, I could have moved into that spot and then used the fire spear to go up. But oh well. All right, so there's Georg doing some work. Max getting stomped. Ugh, I don't know why I even bothered. I should have just healed with him, to be completely honest. But, oh well. Okay. Yes, this isn't. This fire magic isn't working out any better. I've actually moved more characters into his range now. Oh, boom, Nighty Nights. Okay. Yeah, 11 attack with him is good stuff. Here's another one. So like Luck, having Chaco and Tuda with him was just not smart at all. I didn't, I could have really boosted up his attack stat with different characters. And, again, like, now, watching these, or watching this again, it's a little bit easier for me to think about things that I could have done better, but that's for sure one of them. Having frontline characters with just a good defense stat and Tuda with them that has the self-heal, that would have been way smarter. And, keeping the ranged characters and stacking all of the attack on those characters would have been just way better and more effective. So, Yeah, anyways, and then, doing like, your frontliners, giving one of them Ulan just so that, in case the worst happens, like they get wiped out, nobody can die. Stuff like that just would have been a lot better, again, in my opinion, and it's kind of a shame that I didn't do that. I actually I've heard that stacking up that critical ability all on one character is a really good idea too. Which, I mean, it makes sense. It seems like it would activate more often. But I just never did it for whatever reason. I figured, we'll spread it out a little bit more, and unfortunately, it didn't actually ever seem like it really activated that much when I put it on other people. So it's kind of a shame, but whatever. Live and learn. Live and learn, as they say. But, alright, anyway, so we're going to do the old bombard ability again. Let's see if we get anything. Nope. Even with a defense rating of 4, I'm not doing anything to these guys. But, I mean, some of it's luck, too, but still, it's like, geez, come on, man. Come on, guys. Alright, so, used Encourage again. And we'll see here if I actually really make any use of it. Make good use of it, maybe I should say. Oh, alright! Teresa doing some work to Uber there. That's always good to see. I think, yeah, these guys have heavy, so Valeria here is going to be able to take quite a few hits. And then actually with Nanami there as well, she's got self-heal, so yeah, so we'll be able to deal some damage there. And take some, more importantly. Oh, Flick not getting anything. Give Kulgan's army the signal. I don't ever like hearing that. Why are we giving signals? Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Ooh, is it time to use lightning magic? I believe it is. Pew. Take that. Alright. Getting some work done. Always like seeing that. Wind. Yeah, alright. The Matilda Knights are falling. It is a little interesting, actually, that they are helping out Highland, but whatever. Gerudo's a scumbag anyway, so what do you expect? Okay. Boy, how does that not do any damage? You're engulfed in flames. I think I'm out of fire spears. Yep, nuts. Oh well. Excuse me. It's one of those days. One of those bad lung days. Okay, boy, who's even still alive here? Haven't we won this yet? Oh, ouch. Alright. That didn't feel good. That's alright though. Valeria's got heavy armor, so she can take quite the beating. Oh, who appeared behind us there? I just noticed that now. Oh, I don't remember that happening. Alright, Hauser gets taken out. I actually didn't end up losing anybody there, so yeah, that's alright. I can deal with it. And I didn't really want to do this battle all the way over, just because of that. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, that was Culgan popping up there. Okay. I don't really know why yeah, Apple was even worried at all there. We've been outmaneuvered. Okay, I guess that was it. Um, yeah, I don't know. Whatever. So I guess, I don't know, Shu apparently was expecting that or ready for that. Oh, that's right, okay. So the reinforcements were the, like Barbara, Leona, the, you know, characters that we've recruited that aren't necessarily performing any combat tasks, I guess. Okay. Appears on do this so them away from Rocket. Okay, yeah. So that's the plan. Next is to take Rock Axe down. I actually really like the Rock Axe mission here. The dungeons. Oh, I mean it's okay. There's some decent drops though. I think on the way that you know, from enemies. That I think are pretty decent, so that's one thing I kind of like about this whole mission. And then I vaguely remember there being some pretty decent stuff inside the treasures as well, or treasure chests. Okay, so this is gonna be the troops that we take to Rock Axe. Now, I think I actually do end up going back to get McDole again after this, so I suspect I did that off camera, which is what I usually do now, so I suspect that the next video will have him in it, but we'll see. And I am almost out of time here, so I assume that happens next. There you have Valeria with her. She's got 2 rune spots now. I see she's level 47. I don't know if that's the level that she actually gets her second rune spot. I guess 47 sounds right, but I actually thought it was in the 50s, so that's kind of interesting. But anyways, alright, so yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do at this point. Now that we're kind of free to run around, I'm going to go grab McDole again. And I think the next video we'll head to Rock Axe. So As always, hope the guide was helpful though, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.